Hello, class. In this assignment, we're gonna do another practice with creating classic keyframes, but this time we're gonna work with multiple layers. So I already created this, and nothing new for you, like creating new layer or inserting keyframes. And recently, you just practiced. This in creating a classic tween in between two keyframes just in the previous practice. So I'm just going to show you what we have in these layers. The first layer has one element that also has a symbol. If you remember, if you're going to create a tween, any kind of tween other than shape tween, it has to be a symbol. So this is already a symbol in the library that I created. And then in this layer we have another one. It's the black one. And also in the background layer we have the background picture. So the background picture is you know the background only shows whatever you put on the stage. The rest of them, like for example the exceeding parts here, they won't show. So our practice is going to be almost the same with the previous one, only you just created one layer here. You keep inserting keyframe and creating classic tween in between them. Instead of that, you are going to keep doing that on another time. So it's going to be the second time, the same thing. But this time, you will just create some sort of illusion that like these two keyframe, these two layers are interacting in some point, just like here. In these two keyframes, at this 20th frame, 20th instant, they seem like they hit each other. They're actually on top of each other. They're not hitting each other, but it's an illusion that you want to create this animation. So, and as you started moving the black one too, and at this point you create another keyframe for this, and then it's going to change its direction. And for the other keyframe, for the blue symbol, it's going to change its direction. So we want to make them like not like synchronous. We don't put the keyframes like that on for each of them on the same instant. We don't want to do that. So make it asynchronous and as much as possible. So and then it looks more natural. So when you look at the preview, our animation is going to be like that. The black one stays there, blue one comes, hits, and then they start hitting the edges, and then from the corners they left the stage. It's like playing pool. So I want you to do this. You can use any background you want here. I didn't put a picture there, or maybe I will put this one on your classroom. But if you want, you can download and use this. But if you want, you can just go ahead and get another picture from online and create similar animation. At least you have two layers like that, two elements in those layers, and multiple keyframes, and create some sort of movement and interaction in between two objects on your stage. That is your second practice. On these layers, you might have noticed that some part has a classic tween, but some part has nothing. On the background layer, you don't have any tween at all. So you can have some not tweened area and some tweened area on the timeline, but you must be careful that you cannot use two different types of tweening on one layer. So we're going to learn how to do motion tween, how to do shape tween in the future lessons. That's something that you're going to be very careful. It won't let you to add another type of keyframe if you already started with one type. So for now, we have no problem because you're going to only use classic tweening, but you can use classic tween or not use on the other part of the frame, other part of the timeline. So that's okay for not framed areas. Just two different types of tweening is a problem. When you're done with all these 3 layers and this keyframes and classic tweens, you're going to export this as an animated GIF again and submit to the class. And you must have the preview available so you would know that it is an animated GIF. It's not a movie. Make sure that it is saved that way.